I want you to close your eyes for a moment and feel the weight of your own heartbeat. That rhythm you hear, steady, unrelenting, is the pulse of possibility. Somewhere within you lies a path untaken, a direction waiting for your courage to claim it. Too often, we walk the streets of life following footsteps that were never meant for us, carrying burdens that were never ours to bear. But hear me now, the power to change your life's course is not out there, beyond reach. It is here, within your own hands, waiting for your resolve to set it free. Today is not merely another day. It is the crossroads, the fork in the road where your story can pivot, where fear meets courage, and where hesitation gives way to the beautiful blazing light of transformation. Life whispers to us in moments both loud and quiet, inviting us to stand at the crossroads and decide. There are times when the world feels heavy, when the weight of expectation presses upon your shoulders, and the familiar path seems easier than the unknown. But listen closely, for within you lies a power that is unshakable, a power that no one can steal, the power to choose. Your life is not a mirror of someone else's dreams or fears. It is the canvas of your own making, waiting for your brush to create the masterpiece only you can imagine. Each choice you make, no matter how small, is a declaration of your freedom. Choosing to rise, to move, to step boldly into the unknown. It is a revolution against the forces that would have you settle, that would have you walk a path carved by doubt or the opinions of others. You are the author of your own story, and each day the pen is in your hand. Do not let hesitation or fear write the chapters for you. Choose the life that sings to your soul, even if it trembles beneath the weight of uncertainty. There will be voices that tell you it is too late, that the road is too steep, or that you are not enough. Listen to them politely, and then listen to your own heartbeat louder still. Your intuition is your compass, your desires are your map. When you honor your inner voice, you honor the essence of who you truly are. The choice to change direction may not be easy, but the path of ease rarely leads to growth. Courage is born in moments of decision, and it is courage that will lift you toward the life you long to live. Do not underestimate the small steps, for they are the seeds of transformation. A single choice made with clarity and intention can ripple outward, touching every corner of your existence. Each morning you decide to rise, to speak your truth, to nurture your dreams. You are reshaping the world around you. Change does not demand perfection. It asks only for your willingness, your commitment, and your belief that you are capable of more than you have yet imagined. Remember, the power to choose is yours in every moment. It is yours in the way you respond to challenges, in the way you treat yourself, in the decisions that shape your path. The life you desire is not a distant dream. It is a living possibility, waiting for the courage of your heart to claim it. So stand tall, breathe deeply, and let today be the day you honor your power. Choose boldly, choose freely, choose yourself, and in doing so, change the direction of your life forever. There comes a moment in every life when we realize that the chains we carry are not forged by others but by ourselves. Fear, doubt, past mistakes, they cling to us like shadows, whispering that we are not enough, that we cannot rise. Yet these chains are fragile, and they can be broken. The first step toward change is to see them for what they truly are. Illusions that have no power unless we give it to them. Letting go is not weakness. It is the bravest act of all, for it is a declaration that your future matters more than your past. The past may try to anchor you, reminding you of failures, rejections, or moments of shame, but it is not your prison. It is a teacher, nothing more. Every misstep carries a lesson, every setback a seed of wisdom. When you release the weight of regret, you make room for growth, and when you release the grip of fear, you discover the wings you always had. Courage is born not in the absence of fear, but in the choice to move forward despite it, to step into the sunlight even when the shadows linger. Doubt is a sly companion, whispering that you are unworthy, that your dreams are too big, that others are better, faster, or stronger. Yet doubt has no voice of its own. It is only the echo of a mind that has yet to believe in its own power. Speak to it gently, acknowledge it, and then release it. Replace it with the quiet, unwavering truth of your potential. You were born with the capacity to rise, to heal, to rebuild, and to flourish. Doubt can be a teacher, but it must not be a jailer. Holding on to resentment, anger, or past hurts is another way we bind ourselves. The pain inflicted by others can leave scars, but carrying bitterness does not honor the one who hurt you. It diminishes your own spirit. Forgiveness, even if silent and private, is a release, a liberation from the heavy burden of carrying what does not belong to you. When you let go of the anger, when you surrender the need to hold the world accountable, you create space for peace, clarity, and new opportunities to enter your life. To release what holds you back is to reclaim your life. It is to step into a version of yourself that is unshackled, bold, and alive. It is to trust that the past has shaped you but does not define you, and that fear, doubt, and regret are no longer welcome in the story you are writing today. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and let go. For when you do, you will find that life is not something you endure. It is something you create moment by moment, choice by choice, with a heart wide open and a spirit unbound. There is a voice inside you, soft yet unwavering, that speaks even when the world is loud. It is not a voice that shouts or demands, but one that whispers truths only your soul can recognize. This inner voice knows your deepest desires, your hidden fears, and your untapped potential. Too often, we silence it with the noise of others' opinions, the weight of expectation, or the fear of failure. Yet this voice is your compass, pointing the way to a life that is authentic, fulfilled, and wholly yours. To ignore it is to walk blindly, while to listen is to step confidently into the path you were always meant to take. The world will offer many directions, many paths, and many promises of success, but none of them may align with the calling that stirs quietly within your heart. Listening to your inner voice requires courage, for it may ask you to make choices that seem unconventional, to take risks that feel uncomfortable, or to leave behind familiar comforts. But courage is not the absence of fear. It is the resolve to follow your truth even when your knees tremble. Trust that the voice inside knows what the world cannot always see. It is tuned to your purpose, to the gifts you are meant to share, and to the life that can only be lived by you. Doubt will always try to drown out this quiet guide. It will disguise itself as reason, logic, or practicality, convincing you that the familiar path is safer. But reason cannot measure the depth of your dreams, and practicality cannot weigh the value of a life fully expressed. Each time you pause, listen to that inner murmur, that gentle insistence, and honor it. It is the language of your soul, and it is speaking because it believes you are ready to hear, to act, and to follow. Listening to your inner voice is not a one-time act. It is a lifelong practice. It requires stillness, reflection, and the willingness to hear yourself above the clamor of the world. When you make space for this voice, it grows stronger, more certain, and more courageous. It will guide you away from paths that do not serve you and toward opportunities that awaken your spirit. Sometimes it will ask you to step quietly, sometimes boldly, but always with integrity and clarity. The life you seek does not lie in imitation, comparison, or external validation. It lies within the resonance of your own heartbeat, the stirrings of your soul, and the whispers that remind you who you truly are. Follow that voice even when no one else understands. Follow it when the road ahead is uncertain. Follow it when it asks you to believe in yourself more than ever before. For in listening, in trusting, and in moving courageously with the guidance of your inner voice, you will discover a life that is not only lived but fully illuminated, a life where each step you take is aligned with the truth of your being and the promise of your greatest possibilities. The people we choose to keep close are the mirrors of our own spirit. Every conversation, every shared laugh, every gentle encouragement shapes the way we see ourselves and the possibilities we dare to reach for. Surround yourself with those whose hearts shine with light, whose words lift rather than weigh, whose presence reminds you of your worth. For the energy of others seeps into our own being, quietly molding our thoughts, our courage, and the way we step into the world. The company we keep is not just a reflection, it is a compass, guiding us toward the life we are capable of living. Books, ideas, and experiences carry energy as well, silent yet powerful, capable of reshaping the trajectory of our lives. A book can whisper wisdom across time, a story can ignite a fire in your soul, and an encounter can shift your perspective in ways you never imagined. Seek out those experiences that awaken curiosity, that stretch your mind and heart, that make you feel alive with possibility. Guard against the consumption of energy that drains, diminishes, or discourages. The influences you allow to enter your life are not trivial. They are the invisible hands that push you toward greatness or keep you confined in doubt. It is easy to become numb to the world around us, to allow habits, routines, or toxic voices to seep in unnoticed. But when we consciously surround ourselves with uplifting energy, we create an environment where hope can thrive, where dreams can grow, and where courage becomes natural. It is in the warmth of encouragement, the quiet insistence of belief, and the gentle reminder that you are capable that transformation begins. Energy is contagious. Let it flow into your life from sources that inspire and illuminate, and watch how it multiplies in your own spirit. Sometimes, surrounding yourself with uplifting energy requires courage of its own. It may mean distancing yourself from relationships that no longer serve your growth, or stepping away from environments that feed fear, doubt, or negativity. It may mean intentionally seeking mentors, allies, or companions who understand your vision and cheer you onward. It may mean immersing yourself in art, music, literature, or nature that awakens a sense of wonder and possibility. Every choice to invite positive, nurturing energy into your life is a declaration that you will no longer settle for less than what fuels your spirit. Remember, the life you desire is not built in isolation. It is nurtured by the connections you honor, the inspirations you follow, and the energies you allow to shape your journey. When you surround yourself with light, hope, and encouragement, you cannot help but rise. You will find that obstacles shrink in their intimidation, that your creativity awakens, and that the courage to step forward grows with every heartbeat. Let your surroundings reflect the greatness within you. Let your life be a space where uplifting energy flows freely, carrying you toward the horizon of your most extraordinary self, one inspired step at a time. There is a quiet, unshakable power in the present moment, a power that the past cannot claim and the future cannot promise. We often carry our attention into yesterday, replaying mistakes, regrets, and lost opportunities. Or we reach anxiously toward tomorrow, fearing what may come. But life is not lived in what has been or what might be. It is lived right here, in the heartbeat of now. Each breath, each choice, each step you take this very moment holds the capacity to shift your life in ways unimaginable. To honor the present is to honor yourself and the limitless potential that rests within you. Time is not a river to be chased or controlled. It is a field in which you stand, and in this field, you can plant seeds of intention, courage, and action. The decisions you make today, no matter how small, shape the landscape of your tomorrow. Waiting for the perfect moment, for the absence of fear, or for the approval of others, is to surrender your power to a future that does not yet exist. But when you embrace this moment fully, when you step into its rhythm and breathe its energy into your soul, you realize that this very second is enough. It is the turning point, the fork in the road, the spark that ignites transformation. Opportunities are not distant. They are already here, nestled in the choices you make, the words you speak, the actions you take. The present moment asks nothing more than your attention, your courage, and your willingness to engage with life as it unfolds. To ignore it is to give away your power. To embrace it is to awaken to a life of intentionality and purpose. Every hesitation, every delay is a chance slipping quietly through your fingers. But every decision, however small, can cascade into profound change. Living fully in the present does not mean ignoring the lessons of the past or disregarding the vision of the future. It means understanding that true power is exercised in the now, that action begins here, and that change begins today. It is in this moment that you can break free from the cycles that have bound you, release the weight that has held you down, and step boldly toward the life that calls to you. Each instant carries the promise of transformation, the possibility of healing, and the invitation to become more than you were yesterday. So stand fully in this moment, breathe deeply, and feel the life coursing through you. Know that what you do today matters, that the choices you make now resonate far beyond the seconds and hours that contain them. Let this awareness guide you, propel you, and inspire you to act with intention, courage, and love. The present moment is not a pause between what was and what will be. It is the power, the path, and the promise. Claim it, step into it. Let it carry you toward the life you were always meant to live, one conscious, courageous choice at a time. There is a quiet magic in pausing to notice the steps you have taken, the small victories that are often overlooked. Life moves quickly, and we are prone to chase the horizon, forgetting the distance we have already traveled. But each milestone, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is a testament to your courage, your effort, and your persistence. To celebrate these moments is not vanity. It is recognition of the strength that carries you forward, a way to honor the path that has brought you here and the promise of the road ahead. Even the smallest achievements deserve acknowledgement. Perhaps it was rising after a long night of doubt, speaking your truth when silence felt safer, or simply showing up when the world seemed to demand more than you had to give. These moments, though quiet, are victories over inertia, over fear, and over the habits that once held you back. Each one is a spark of life's affirmation, a reminder that your journey is real and that your growth is tangible. Celebrating them fuels your spirit and strengthens your resolve to continue moving, even when the path ahead is uncertain. It is easy to dismiss progress when it does not look dramatic or immediate. Yet the cumulative effect of small, consistent steps shapes the person you are becoming. Every effort counts, every decision matters, every choice to rise, to try, to persist is a triumph of your will. By pausing to celebrate these milestones, you are giving yourself permission to feel pride, gratitude, and joy. You are acknowledging that life is not only about the distant goals, but about the daily victories that quietly accumulate and transform you over time. Celebration is also an act of self-love. It teaches you to honor yourself, your journey, and the resilience that has carried you this far. It reminds you that growth is not only measured by what is achieved, but by what you overcome, by the challenges you face, and by the courage it takes to continue. When you take the time to recognize these moments, you nurture your spirit, inspire your confidence, and reinforce your belief that you are capable of far more than you have imagined. And as you celebrate, remember that joy multiplies when shared. The recognition of your milestones inspires those around you, creating ripples of encouragement and hope. Every step forward, every lesson learned, every small victory becomes part of a larger story. A story of resilience, determination, and the relentless pursuit of a life fully lived. So, pause, breathe, and honor every milestone. Let it remind you of your strength, your courage, and the beauty of your journey. Let it fuel you to take the next step and the next until the life you dream of becomes not only possible, but inevitable.